Did you care about any of the underage minor females at the time when you were engaging in sexual conduct with them? Do you have any remorse for your actions against these victims?
In today's video, we explore the sinister world of Jeffrey Epstein, revealing the shocking truth behind his operation to traffic young girls on his private island.
The whole thing about it is if I didn't go to Jeffrey, without a shadow of a doubt, my life would have gone a different way.
A key figure in his trafficking ring was Ghislaine Maxwell, who has been found guilty of her involvement in this heinous crime. The trial shed light on the extent of their depravity. Join us as we delve into how Epstein, a mysterious and enigmatic financier, recruited girls for his private island.
You put a lot of guilt on yourself, not the person that did it to you.
I became a completely different person.
Ghislaine Maxwell, the youngest daughter of disgraced newspaper tycoon Robert Maxwell, was born into privilege and wealth. After her father's death in 1991, she left the UK and settled in America, where she eventually crossed paths with Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell was really a partnership on a sexual level and a financial level.
Maxwell's connections in influential circles became instrumental in the unfolding operation. Epstein, a wealthy financier with ties to powerful individuals worldwide, had built a facade of wealth and influence. However, behind this exterior, he harbored a dark secret.
I was living in a world of rainbows, sunshine, unicorns, butterflies. And then when this happened, it was more like you can't trust anybody.
In the early 1990s, Maxwell and Epstein began a romantic relationship that endured beyond a few years. Maxwell became integral not only as a romantic partner, but also as a business associate in a sinister operation exploiting vulnerable young girls on Epstein's private island. The secluded paradise, known as Little St. James, became the setting for their heinous crimes. Epstein and Maxwell exploited their connections and wealth to lure girls to the island, offering false promises of a better future. They preyed on vulnerabilities, isolating the victims from their families and support systems. The operation involved a carefully orchestrated process of grooming, manipulation, and control. Epstein and Maxwell would break down the victims' defenses, exploiting their trust and leaving them vulnerable and dependent. Some victims, as young as 14, were subjected to unspeakable acts of abuse and exploitation. Maxwell played a central role in the operation, actively participating in sexual encounters and ensuring the victims' compliance. The trial brought to light the horrifying details, supported by the brave testimonies of victims.
I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that even royalty were involved.
She says Prince Andrew abused her 2 more times, once in New York in Epstein's mansion and again at his Virgin Islands estate.
The prosecution presented compelling evidence, including bank records tying Maxwell to Epstein. The trial resulted in Maxwell being found guilty on 5 of the 6 counts, including the serious charge of sex trafficking a minor. The guilty verdict sent shockwaves through the courtroom and around the world. Maxwell, stoic throughout the trial, faced the consequences as she was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The trial highlighted the web of darkness surrounding Epstein, with Maxwell as a key player. It also unveiled their connections to powerful individuals like Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and Prince Andrew. The survivors, who endured unimaginable pain, found solace in the verdict, while Maxwell's legal team announced their intention to appeal. As the investigation into Epstein's sex trafficking ring continues, focus intensifies on other alleged accomplices like Sarah Kellen. Kellen, Epstein's former assistant, has been accused of actively participating in the recruitment of young girls. The survivors' stories serve as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of the alleged involvement of Maxwell, Kellen, and others in Epstein's web of deception. The case against Epstein's associates and employees is crucial in unraveling the full extent of the operation. It sheds light on the individuals who enabled his crimes, emphasizing the need for comprehensive justice. The survivors deserve closure, and the truth must be brought to light to dismantle the web of darkness that surrounded Epstein and his accomplices.